Okay. Making sure I am in check here. Like I usually do. Alright, everybody. Welcome to the AM3 Championship here in Contest of Speed. I am your host, Deathstorm. And as always, for this season, I am joined by AM1 driver, Mr. B. Scholes.
Hello.
We are racing at the Hungaroring, 4.381 kilometers with 2 DRS zones for prime overtaking spots into turn 1 and into turn 2. 14 turns on this circuit with a capacity of 70,000 people. Home to, well, the Formula One Hungarian Grand Prix, the TCR World Tour, and the International GT Open. And this track, in its current layout, has a lap record of 1 minute 16.627 seconds held by Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes W11 in 2020. This track was known for, I forget what year this was. It was the year one race that Felipe Massa had a spring fly out and hit him in the helmet of the car ahead or something. I don't remember what year that may have been. But that was into, I believe, going up the hill into turn 4 when that happened, when he hit that head on. Luckily, he survived the crash thereafter, and, well, I believe he's still driving now in Formula E, so good to hear that. A little bit of news to go over before we get started. I just got to pull it up in the AM3 penalties. There were no penalties reported from Vegas from last week, with the exception of Swifty not marking attendance again, or attendance one for marking and not showing again as a reserve. That is a second strike. One more with that, and he may lose privilege to run for the rest of the season. With that, going over to the AM3 standings. Last week's results first. Sean Boy ended up winning the inaugural AM3 race at Las Vegas. Kane was P2, Red Arrow was P3. So the podium ended up standing. BK leads the AM3 championship, and he can clinch it tonight with 224. Sean Boy's in second with 162. He is the only person that can clinch the Drivers' Championship other than BK. Saad is in third with 151. Not here tonight as one of the 14 drivers, therefore knocks him out of contention. Hood Kool-Aid Man's in fourth with 138. Red Arrow's in fifth with 100. Great Ape in sixth with 90. Kane in seventh with 76. Grew in eighth with 62. Paul in ninth with 54. And Giza rounding out the top 10 with 44. Constructors, Red Bull, astounding 198-point lead over Williams, 386 to 188. Alpine's in third with 166. Ferrari's in fourth with 155. Aston Martin with 130s in fifth. Mercedes in sixth with 84. Haas with 72 in seventh. McLaren with 60 in eighth. AlphaTauri in ninth with 54. And Alfa Romeo rounding out the table with 18. As we just get in time to set the benchmark with an 18.9 from Gustavo. As my 4-year-old is currently up, driving me nuts already. ASAP Loggy then tops Gustavo's time with a 17.8. Delta and Hood Kool-Aid Man 24.8 respectively. Then Red Arrow tops the first guy into the 16s.
The Mercedes got in Hood Kool-Aid's way.
Yeah. So yeah, as I alluded to, BK can clinch the Drivers' Championship tonight. I believe he has to finish 11 points ahead of his teammate Sean Boy. So that puts him, if he finishes P3, Sean Boy has to finish P8, or no, P9, I think it is. So fourth or better, Sean Boy gets out of the points, that clinches the title. Third or better, I believe it's P8, and Sean Boy has to finish P8 and he clinches the title. A win and a Sean Boy not on the podium will also clinch the title as well. So there's a couple different avenues for BK to clinch the title here tonight and not have to extend it into Qatar, which will be our next race after the break. Trying to see who I can see. Alright, well, we actually will go on board with the McLaren here as he is setting out through turn 14 now. We are going to take a track tour of the Hungaroring. Very long DRS straight into the hairpin of turn 1. Going into the speed trap, 180 miles an hour. At the braking point, we're going to go at 192, heading it into third gear. Second DRS zone intact, going down the hill now into turn 2. A very, very tough overtaking spot, but it is one on the track into third gear. Very quick right-hander coming down the hill, now hitting the crest, going back up the hill, the end of sector 1. His split will be a 27.9, a very sharp turn 5, very easy for track limits there, turn 4 and turn 5. I call that white curve on the right-hand side the curve of death, because it's a big auto-spin curve. Very technical part of the track here, sector 2. If you nail it right, it's very satisfying in a Formula 1 car, no question. A couple S-turns here. The end of sector 2 is a left-right hander. I could take that right-hander in the 7th gear. Most people could take that in the 7th gear. And then the right-hander going back up the hill a little ways. Turn 13 is a sweeping hairpin. And then turn 14 will be coming up. And that is a lap around here at the Hungaroring. I know you're excited for this race, Mr. B. Scholes. This is one of, if not your favorite tracks, actually.
It sure is. I do love this track every time I race here.
I prematurely jumped that though, but Paul slots into the 5th row of the grid on the inside in P9 to the 7th in 18.7. In the midst of that, BK is on pole with a 16.1. Hood Kool-Aid Man 16.3 in P2. Giza 16.6 in P3. That's a little bit of a hey, what are you doing there from the Haas? Showing some form. Red Arrow is also P4, so that's good to see from him, as Red Arrow is a little over on his time, and it shows a purple sector 1, so we'll stay on board with the Aston Martin. He is missing his teammate tonight, unfortunately, in JC. Easy 10, as I've already mentioned, is missing Sod. And, but yeah, that's pretty much going to be the fight for constructors the rest of the way. Red Bull clinched that like 2 or 3 weeks ago. 200-point lead with 3 races to go is absolutely insane. Red Arrow going through turn 13 now. He's staying on, so we'll see what he's got going to the line here. See if he can better that 16.8, 15, 16.7, marginally better. Stays ahead of Kane now by 0.3, but he stays in P4. The Alpine's out on the second lap now as well.
You definitely don't want to hit that curb into turn 1 or you're going around like a donut.
I would unfortunately know all about that.
That's not fun.
And by the way, and this is even funnier yet because I was just going to mention this. That turn 1 in the potential race conditions that it's going to be, according to the chat, Witch is in there, and it's going to be a wet race.
Oh, well, that's gonna be fun.
More than likely,
one
potentially.
track I hope it doesn't rain at, because I actually feel confident here, and if it rains, I just no. All my goes out the window.
In my inaugural season, season 9 here, we had a dry to wet race, and the last safety car restart with about, I think it was like 7 to go. I found myself in P2. Going for the lead in turn 1 off the restart, I hit the inside curb of turn 1 and I completely spin around and completely ruined my chances at a win.
That would
I
hate
was
you.
I was so heartbroken. I ended up coming back and finishing 7th, but I should have had a podium, no questions asked. At bare minimum, should have had a podium.
This racetrack's great if you hook everything up, but if you miss one corner, you're screwed for the rest of your lap because you just lose all momentum.
Yeah, it's definitely
This
one of
is
those
one of
tight
those,
flowing tracks.
yeah. Especially once you get to the second part of the lap. The
Mm.
Kool-Aid's already messed up here. He's gotten on the curb.
I will, before we go any further, 2 questions. Number 1, last week, Las Vegas. Your thoughts?
Horrible. Oh, you mean AM3 or where I was racing in AM1?
AM1.
Horrible. It was a crapshoot. I think we only got like 7 green flag laps in. Yeah, no, I was not a fan. I don't think anybody was that happy about that, to say the least. Because,
Well,
you know, we come here to race, not to sit behind a safety car for 85% of the race. But that's just my opinion.
well, I'm definitely one of those in the deferring line because I enjoyed my race last week.
I mean, I still came home with a P3 because, you know, 4 drivers decided to wreck each other after the strip, coming to 1 to go. So, you know, still came home 3rd, but yeah, it was not a very fun race at all. It
Doesn't
also doesn't
sound it.
help that Vegas has 0 grip, no matter what tire compound you're on.
That I did notice. I was having a hard time on the medium compound tires a little bit toward the end of my stint, but I made it work, and I was thrilled with P4, and I had a podium with literally 4 corners to go, and I got overtaken. So I was 4 corners away
I
from my.
told you didn't want to lead on that straightaway.
No, absolutely not. But I knew I went for broke because my situation was I had a damaged front wing. So my best
Hey,
defense was a
same.
good offense.
Because when all 4 cars wrecked, the guy reversed right in the side of me, so I lost all my wing for the last lap and a half. Luckily, we all didn't have a wing, so it was even. It was just who's the best with racing without a wing. And you know what? I came out on top of all the guys without a wing, so you know what? I'll take that.
And just to let everybody in on a little secret, tonight's Monday Night Football matchup, for those who are a fan of the NFL, pits Mr. Schulze's Buffalo Bills against Mr. Deathstorm's Denver Broncos. So if there's a World War III in the AM3 booth, let us be.
Yeah, well, your team is deciding whether they want to go for it or whether they want to kick a field goal. And right now, it looks like they're going for it.
Yay! I got nothing else to lose.
That's crazy. The Bills aren't even in a playoff spot right now. Ooh, BK a little bit squirrely out of whatever turn that is.
Out of 13, yeah, I was on board with him there. He was better on his time, and then he lost that. So he
close.
stays
6,000.
P1, obviously, but he does not improve. Going through. We have 5 minutes to go here in the session now. Scurvy Pete, is that CV? No, that's not CV Delta. That's electronic entree, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it sure is.
Okay.
Oh, that Mercedes retired. I didn't even notice.
CV Delta, yeah, I did notice that.
Let's see if the Broncos get it here. Come on, get him 90.
Texas is in the chat.
No way he got his feet down right there.
Oh.
Nope. Holy crap.
Ha ha. Texas is in the chat because he still feels bad about almost murdering his own teammate. That last
I'd murder my own teammate. Actually, that's not true.
The last safety car restart
like
that we
him,
had, I went for a move in a turn 1 on sod because the door was open.
His left foot's out.
And next thing I know, I thought it was an AlphaTauri that dive bombed into me. Lo and behold, to find out it was my teammate.
Up, by the way, I don't know if you're on board with him or not.
I am on board with Red Arrow, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so again, I'm not going to argue with P4. For some reason on this game, I've been doing very well on street tracks. I don't understand why. Red Arrow goes P2. 5 thousandths of a second in front of Hood Kool-Aid Man. And speaking of Hood Kool-Aid Man, he is actually just coming out of the pits for his... Oh, no, he's in the pits. It was Woodjay that's coming out of the pits for his final lap. There is 3 minutes and change to go. I don't know what happened to the Merc, though. I think he might have just retired out of the one corner.
I'm not sure. I didn't even notice he retired until halfway through, so... That's what they all say, Texas. That's what they all say.
Yeah, if it was standard damage or simulation damage, I would have been royally and utterly screwed.
Let's see where I got hit as through the sector 1 here. He's
up by 2
almost 3/10.
That puts him in front of
Giza. Put that
Giza
together for the rest of the lap.
Yeah, if he's
pretty good lap.
Yeah, that'll put him up into P4, P3 land potentially. And we'll see what he's got through Sector 2. Again, one of the very... Oh, he kept it. He kept it from invalidating.
Lucky. Yeah, I was going to say, that was close. But you got to use all the track here.
Almost 3/10 still through Sector 2, so that's still in good shape. And we got 2 corners to go for the Alpine of Kane. One of those guys that was a very, very big sleeper mid-season. He's been on form as of late. Last, month or so. And he goes P4 with a 16.5 right in front of Giza. Nice little lap by the Alpine. Hood Kool-Aid Man is coming
out of the pits, at the last moment.
Yes, he does. Hood Kool-Aid Man's actually in front of him, just entering Sector 2 now. He's on his outlap for his final run.
It's a short lap. Giza's going to have to motor, though, if he wants to get around in time. Because he's just left pit exit.
Yeah, I just
There's no way they're going to call that a touchdown, right? Sorry.
Touchdown? Touchdown? Who? Touchdown?
They did call it a touchdown. What a freaking scam.
Touchdown who? Let's go!
Who do you think?
Let's go! Let's go!
And he missed the field goal.
No! I don't care.
Okay, you guys are still up 9-0, so you know what? It doesn't matter.
It's still 9-0. It's still a 2-score game.
I'm glad we're losing to a poverty franchise.
No, you're losing to Walmart right now. That's sad that I get to say that Walmart is the majority owner of the Denver Broncos.
I cannot believe they called that a touchdown, to be honest.
Oh, wait. You want to hear a little bit of a fun fact, speaking of owners of the Denver Broncos? You want to know who's part of the ownership group? Sir Lewis Hamilton.
I'm sorry, I was trying to hear what the commentators were saying.
Well, stop paying attention to one commentator and pay attention to the other one.
Guy in chat wants to see the Haas's lap, by the way.
Giza, let's see what he's got. He's actually on a flyer now as quali is over, so I caught him out of turn 1, so we'll see what he's got.
BK's up by 10. BT dubs. Okay, updated through Sector 2.
BK's up by a 10th. So is Giza through Sector 1, so we'll stay on board with the Haas here. BK did end up making it across the line. ASAP Bloggy did not. We'll see. What was BK through Sector 2?
600.
Okay. See what Giza has through Sector 2. He is up 500. Hood Kool-Aid Man did not improve, so that puts Red Arrow provisionally P2. Unless Giza has a heck of a last sector here.
BK obviously loses all his time in final sector.
Yeah, Kane's not going to do better.
Another Buffalo Bills injured. More shock.
Giza goes up to P4. Nice lap by the Haas. Nice lap by the Haas outside of the second row. It's a very long dive into turn 1, so this will get very interesting. But yeah, BK, AM3 championship leader, who can clinch it tonight. And if the results were like this at the end, he would clinch it. BK P1, Red Arrow P2, Hood Kool-Aid Man P3, Giza P4, Kane P5, Sean Boy P6, ASAP Loggy 7th, Paul in 8th, Wood J in 9th, Gru rounding out the top 10, Easy 10 and 11, Electric Entree or Scurvy Pete, P12, Gustavo P13, and CV Delta rounding out the field. Again, remember, no formation lap is on, so podium predictions in the chat, safety car predictions in the chat. I will start with you before we get going, sir. How do you see tonight going?
I actually almost forgot that there was no formation lap last week and almost died. But I'm going to say BK's going to win. I forgot it was raining. I'll say BK for the win. You know what? Leading Kane. I don't know what it is. I think he's going to get second. And then I'll say Hood gets third.
I'm gonna go with a little bit of a sleeper myself. I think BK will probably win tonight. I'm gonna go a little bit of a jumbled mess. I'm gonna go BK, Red Arrow, and Kane P3 with Hood Kool-Aid Man P4. So BK, Red Arrow, Kane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. I don't need to go through the tire compounds because I would assume everybody is on the intermediates to start this.
They're all on softs.
Yeah, okay. BK leads into turn 1. Hood Kool-Aid Man got a great jump off the start. He goes up in the P2. Red Arrow goes into P3 in the back.
The Mercedes and the Williams collide in the back. They both keep on going, though.
Ooh.
I don't see any damage either, but that was a pretty hard hit on my end.
Yeah, they're back there fighting for... Ooh, CV Delta had a little bit of to-do out of turn 2. He fell off the pace now. Electric Entree and Woodjay are fighting for P9. Ooh, there's an AlphaTauri forced out wide. That's Gustavo fighting with Gru. And that's for P11 on track. That's a good battle going for the first lap. It looks like it sorted itself out currently. We're going to go on board with the leader here, BK. Hood Kool-Aid Man is only a half a second down. It looks like we have a sector 2. That's CV Delta already spinning it out in the technical section part of the track. And BK going into turn 13 for the first time. First time of 35 laps. Turn 13 now. He's more than likely going to lead the first lap here in Hungary. Red Arrow looked for a move on Hood Kool-Aid Man going into that corner as well by the look of it, but decided to back out. So it's BK, Hood, Red Arrow, Kane, and Giza, your top 5 through lap 1. See what it looks like from... Wow, ASAP Loggy, that's P6. That's a lot of spray on the screen. That's from P6. Go up through the field here, Red Arrow.
Oh, was Hood going for the lead there?
Yeah, Hood Kool-Aid Man looking to go for the lead on the outside. That's going to let Red Arrow back into play here. He fell off the table on the first corner there. But Hood Kool-Aid Man and BK looking for the lead. Oh, why am I hitting the wrong button? Good job, Jeffron.
His family's watching TV, Texas.
Yeah, they're staying quiet. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to argue with it. But that's exactly what it is. BK runs a little wide. Hood Kool-Aid Man's got the invitation. Let's see if he looks to stemp and sends it. No, he does not. The Ferrari stays behind the Red Bull. And discretion being the better part of valor there. That's a very rare mistake by BK. I've never seen him make that. But the Ferrari is all over the back of BK now. So any other mistakes, that Ferrari is going to pounce on it, and potentially the Aston Martin as well. Looks like the front 4 has broken away through the first lap, almost 2 now. Giza's hanging tough in P5, and he has ASAP Loggy in P6. It's a nice little change there for ASAP Loggy being in the middle of the points battle there. Hood Kool-Aid Man 29.6 is the fastest lap of the race.
He's gonna send it, and he's gonna touch BK.
Oh.
They collide.
And BK is gonna hold it now. He's still gonna hold the lead. I think he might have backed away from it, given the fact that they made contact. Because I know they like to race clean around each other.
The thing I find is Hood Kool-Aid is very aggressive. He seems to go for everything he can. He doesn't pick his spot. If he sees an opening, he's gonna go for it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that as long as he's clean about it. And he's shown this season, for the short amount of time he's been here, that he's relatively clean. Just aggressive, as you've already mentioned.
BK has a snap. Hood Kool-Aid's gonna go for it again.
Oh, Hood Kool-Aid Man on the inside. Now he's got the outside for the next corner, but the inside for the right-hander, and he does have the lead. So nice overtake, forcing the pressure on BK and forcing the air. The Ferrari does take the lead. We have ASAP Loggy off at the end of Sector 2. That was a great start to his race, unfortunately ruined by a mistake. I don't know if there was any contact with the driver or...
Touchdown, Buffalo!
It better have been Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. That's all I'm going to say.
It was Allen to Kincaid.
Ah, it needs to be the frickin' Stephon Diggs. BK looking on the inside of turn 1, wisely backs out of it. Hood Kool-Aid Man is... Ooh, BK with a snap out of the corner there on traction. Lost 0.5 of a second there, so he's going to have to sit behind the Ferrari for another lap. One thing about this track, it's very, very tough to overtake, kind of like Monaco, to where it's almost like a funeral procession of sorts, where it's just wherever you start is wherever you finish, unless there's a mistake.
Did I change my podium prediction?
No. No, no, and no.
Well, anyways, I'm 95% sure Hood Kool-Aid Man's going to win this race, because he's out front and he's still got 100% ERS. So obviously he's not pushing that much.
Well, if he's not pushing, then that just makes things a little hectic. Oh! Kane going on the inside of Red Arrow, forces Red Arrow into an air. Kane fighting for the last spot on the podium in lap 4 here. Makes the overtake stick. Nice little overtake by Mr. Kane there. That was beautiful.
I'm telling you, bro. Kane's getting some recognition.
Nice overtake. Yeah, like I said, he's been on form for the last month and a half. And he's really shown leaps and bounds of improvement in racecraft and in pace. So, great job by the Alpine. Looking forward to see what he has for Qatar and Spa. Those are the last 2 races of the season. Giza's also approaching those 2 in the background if you just saw it at turn 1. As I'm on board.
Good.
Oh no, it's now a 9-8 Denver?
Yes, sir. Gabe Davis.
No.
Stephon Diggs.
It needs to be to Stephon Diggs, and BK made another mistake.
Ooh, red arrow
first time penalty. First time penalty of the night goes to Red Arrow. Scurvy Pete is out, and we have a safety car.
Not electric entree.
No, the
and Red Arrow almost clobbers Kane. Holy crap. Obviously one of them wasn't paying attention.
Oh, no.
That got my heart pumping. Not electric entree.
No! Not the Haas! Oh, good grief.
I don't think it's going to dry up anytime soon, like whoever was in chat was saying.
That would have been
look like that way.
No. I mean, it's 35 laps around here, and quite frankly, it could drop at the moment's notice, so you never know.
You're right about that. I'm surprised that wasn't just a VSC, because the car didn't look like it was in the racing line, and it was towards the back of the field.
Yeah, but it's a safety car.
I have PTSD here from safety car, because right after the safety car restart, the last race I did here, I binned it coming around the final corner on the restart lap and lost a tire. So,
Ooh!
yeah.
That's filthy.
I want to cry.
That's a filthy one right there. So yeah, as the safety car now catches up to, well, they catch up to the safety car, rather, I should say. Hood Kool-Aid Man is the leader. BK is in P2. Kane up into the podium places in P3.
Sir.
Red Arrow in P4.
I mean,
Go ahead,
all
I'm
my
sorry.
guys are in the podium. They're just not in the right places.
Right.
I
Right.
need Kool-Aid to fall down 2 spots.
In case you... Electric Entrees in the chat goes, in case you all are wondering, it's a little slick out there.
Thank you for giving us the in-race update. We appreciate that.
Gotta
We
love
couldn't
it.
see, obviously.
Gotta love
It
it.
looks
That's
so
hilarious.
dry out there, bro. What do you mean?
To quote the famous Mr. E. Warren, it's raining at the water park.
Oh my gosh, Cortland Sutton.
Yay! Cortland! Cortland! Cortland!
Why is Russ turning these so good all of a sudden? So let's talk about real Las Vegas since it's this week. Let's, talk some F1. I think it's going to be the worst race of the season. You?
I'm actually going to agree with that because it's going to be a cold weekend to boot. Therefore, the tire, just in general, the grip's not going to be there.
That's what happens when you decide to run a race at 1 a.m. in the desert. I don't know. I don't think they were very smart on... I understand they want it on the strip with the lights and that.
They could have ran that a little later.
Midday.
They could have run that a little earlier.
Yeah, they're not very smart. It doesn't help that it's also brand new pavement.
Yes.
So, I don't think it's going to be a very good race because they're not going to have any grip whatsoever.
No, it might turn into for those who are masochistic and love to see carnage, I think it's going to be one of those demolition derby type races.
I don't see the hards being used, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no. Whoever straps on the hards is going to be one brave soul.
Well, it's going to be a bore fest. Because there's not going to be any racing close. Because you're not going to be able to... I don't know, it's weird. Because it's going to be all straightaways, so it's going to be like DRS train. But then you're going to have no grips in the little corners that there are.
And for those guys that are starting,
Max is going to win by 50 seconds again.
And for those starting in the back, you're starting on a curved straight.
Yeah,
So
you're not even going to be able to see the flag man in the back to give the green flag. They're going to be asking the halfway through the field, "Hey, is the guy back there yet? Can we put the lights on?"
Can we put the lights on? So, so you want to hear something really, really jacked up? As the safety car is,
I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
As the safety car is going to be in this lap, one of the richer teams in baseball might get richer as far as talent-wise because there's a couple of rumors circulating that Shohei Ohtani is not looking for money; he's looking to win a championship. And two
I
teams.
feel like that was common sense, but yeah, no, he's not going to the Braves. Calm down, buddy.
Really? Because there's
People
a rumor.
are like, oh, if the Braves sign him to a 10-year, $100 million contract, that's the end. Where are the aliens?
if the Braves sign Shohei Ohtani for just any amount of time, it's lock, seal, delivered. Don't even compete because you're not going to win.
You guys will still lose. So
hey,
look at all the talent you have on there now, and you still couldn't even make it out of the first round.
That's because the Phillies are the Phillies, and I hate the Phillies, and we'll just leave it at that.
Because the Braves are the Braves.
Yeah, okay.
Lol.
But anyway, we're back under green flag racing. Hood Kool-Aid Man is already checking out a little bit. 4.5 tenths, 5 tenths now. He just gained a tenth in one corner, it looked like. Jeez. Kane sitting there in P3. He's putting distance on Red Arrow already. CV Delta with the second time penalty of the evening. Down in P13. I think for some of these guys like ASAP Loggy, EZ10, CV Delta, if you want to get points tonight, they're going to need to have carnage in front. So they seem to be struggling in the wet conditions. Unfortunately, as of right now, things could change later. But we won't know until the race progresses there, sir.
You're right about that.
I was waiting for the cue. I'm like, did you hear me?
Huh, I did. Sorry, I was eating a piece of chocolate. I'm fat.
Chocolate!
I'm like the little fat kid from Willy Wonka who falls into the chocolate river.
I'm the blueberry person that likes to float up into the freaking fan.
Daddy, I want a squirrel.
Oh, jeez.
I want a squirrel now, Daddy.
My favorite TV show as of late, because my two girls love watching it. So I'm gonna go say it as Paul and Geezer are fighting for P5. So I'll hold on to that thought for a second while they settle that score. It looks like Geeza's won the better part of that one for the time being, but Blue, eh?
I've never seen that show, and I'll never watch it.
Well, if you're a parent, you like to watch cartoons. Some of them you enjoy, and that's actually a British cartoon that kind of came over to the American side. I enjoy it.
Good Kool-Aid has one track limit warning.
Bandit is a G. Somebody else knows what I'm talking about. Let's go. Blue-way and bingo.
BK got a little bit loosey-goosey there.
Yes, he did, but he's pulling away. It's already almost 2 seconds.
There goes CV Delta.
He's struggling on the
Don't retire on track.
Please don't retire. If you're going to
retire...
retire...
I think he's trying to bring out a safety car. That's naughty.
No, and he retires. He retired on track, and I caught it on stream.
I didn't know if he was trying to figure out how to retire or if he was going to try and close a safety car. I didn't know what he was doing there.
Well, he definitely retired on track, and I ended up catching it, so... Oh, jeez.
Well, at least it didn't cause a safety car.
Yeah, still.
I wonder if anybody's going to try staying out the whole race.
He said he just gave up. Yeah, he should just retired in the pits there, bud. Yeah, if you're struggling like that, yeah, just that way you don't have to worry about it.
Or bin the car completely right in front of... I'm just kidding, don't do that.
Do you really want the wrath of the sports room coming down on you right now?
Hey bro, it's not my problem. I won't be the one calling penalty.
Yeah, it wouldn't be your problem, of course.
No, Jay!
Oh,
there's the
no,
safety car.
That's the second one. And no, it wouldn't be your problem. It would be mine. Thank you very much.
That's exactly why I want it to happen.
Of course you would. Okay, so the next, okay, could Kool-Aid Man and BK are coming into the pits. Let's see if Kane follows suit. He does not. Red Arrow does not as well. Giza, Paul, so they all come in. Kane's going to assume the lead here, and Red Arrow's going to assume P2.
Yeah, I would pit. Even if it's in the wet, new tires are still ideal. And you can probably, in theory, go the rest of the way now.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, if you're ever put in a penalty report, it's obvious it's going to be an automatic 20 seconds plus 4 penalty points for you.
Brady, I don't get penalties, okay? I'm a clean racer. I don't think I've had one penalty report all season long against me, so you know what?
Listen here, you can't rank
you know how many
out
reports
the
I could have submitted, but I'm just too lazy, and I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Hopefully they return the favor next time if I get into them.
Listen here, you can't wreck the championship leader, man.
Okay, buddy, I'll leave the booth right now and make
Dude, that is the most iconic thing I've ever heard you say, and I'll never let you live it down because it was quite funny.
T-shirt.
Don't tempt me, I might.
Death Storm's bullying me. We have a no bullying policy in COS.
Wow. Oh, here we go.
I want him docked 50 points. Oh, wait, he probably doesn't even have 50 points.
I have 48, thank you. I have 48, thank you.
I'm so mean, but it's fun.
Gotta love it, gotta love it. But no, yeah. Kane and Red Arrow. ASAP logging.
Don't let him run! Don't let him run! They let him run.
ASAP Logi, Gustavo, and Easy 10 also did not pit. So right now, Hood Kool-Aid Man is in P6, but he's effective P1.
Yeah, ASAP might be okay. He's only on 5 lap old tires compared to 10 with everybody else. I hate that for Kane. I wanted Kane to do good, but I think not pitting there is going to hurt him.
I think he's gambling on another safety car.
Hood, just an FYI, you're not allowed to go beside drivers under safety car. That's a penalty. If you're listening to the stream. And you're not allowed to drive past them either.
Ew, no. How did he catch that? I just saw the touchdown from Sutton. How did he catch that?
Just scammers with inbound. Anyway.
How the heck did he catch that?
And it's going wide. It's going wide. Ah. Well, they got a field goal. That's okay. We got 45 seconds left. Light work for a touchdown. But y'all get ball at half, which is a bit depressing.
12-8 now.
Yeah. Safety car should be in this lap.
I think so.
Of course, there's no wind as soon as he kicks the ball. Like, the freaking flags are literally
dead.
Not even moving a hair.
Congratulations, you win. Well done. With Jay retired.
3 and 5, they sure do look happy.
For a team that's 3 and 5. Dude, I honestly, in retrospect, only expected Denver to get like 4 wins all season.
Hood Kool-Aid, I don't know what you don't understand about not being allowed to pass the guy under safety car.
Safety car is actually going to be in this lap.
Like, I know that that's not allowed because somebody did it to me the first, like, 3 races of the league. I got them penalized because it's annoying as hell. You can't even warm up your tires.
Yeah, no, that was always fun. We'll see. Red Arrow gets a better jump off the safety car restart than Kane does. Going down into turn 1, Red Arrow may make this happen. Ooh, wrong button.
Easy 10's going for it on Gustavo.
Red Arrow
makes the pass. Hood Kool-Aid wrecks the Williams, maybe?
Ooh,
maybe? I couldn't see exactly what happened.
Oh my god, look at this carnage back here. Look at this chaos back here.
So aggressive. I'm not a big fan of Hood Kool-Aid. Seems very aggressive and not the cleanest in my opinion. But, he just dumped Gustavo.
Oh my
Unless
god.
Gustavo got loose, but it looked like he dumped him on my end. Look at race director here.
Oh my goodness, that was absolute calamity and chaos there.
I don't see any.
Oh man.
That's naughty.
Naughty. May have to go to the storage room on that one. But you're making me work more. I don't like this.
Turn 1 exactly.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what might have happened. I don't know if Gustavo.
No. Easy 10 just overshot turn 1, and then I couldn't see what happened between Gustavo and. This is stressful. Well, they are only allowed 2 more safety cars for the rest of the race. So, does
let's
Kane
see
pit
what
this time? He does not. Interesting.
No, Kane does not. Red Arrow does not. ASAP Logi does not. And they are attempting to at this point, they probably might be just looking forward to the crossover point if they get to it. That would be my guess. P5.
EG10's not very happy with Hood. Yeah, Hood's. I don't know if it's just me. He seemed a bit too aggressive tonight. He's been a bit dirty in my eyes.
Well, all I can say is whatever incidents might occur, I might have to go into the storage room, unfortunately. Update on the AM3 championship battle. Sean Boy is getting 2 points. BK is getting 10. The magic number is 11, and the gap turns into 8. So, as of right now, BK is in a non-locking championship position.
Did Josh Allen throw another interception? I didn't realize. Denver has the ball back already, and they just kicked a field goal. What the heck am I watching, bro?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
If my Broncos actually pull off a win against the Buffalo Bills, they may have a shot at playoffs.
I don't think that's even anything that impressive this year.
They might have a shot at playoffs because Denver's schedule, other than the Minnesota Vikings, contains the Chargers twice, the Raiders once, the Lions.
Gustavo just lost it, by the way, so no contact, which is what I like to hear. That is always what you want to hear.
Hey, Cam. I'm in a no-win situation when it comes to fantasy. Josh Allen does good and my team actually loses, or Josh Allen does poorly and my fantasy team loses. I can't win this week. Kane goes into the pits now, so he is going on to a set of hard compound tires.
Huh?
Kane going on a set of hard compound tires?
I think that might be a misclick.
That might be a bad move.
That's unfortunate. There goes my pick. I don't think he meant it, because it's still raining.
I don't understand that one at all myself.
Yeah,
Or just go 2-8. Haha, Texas, yeah. You already.
Come on. Oh, they're going to get the spike in time, so they're going to get another field goal, and they get ball at half. Oh! Oh, they're not even going to spike. Oh, they can't spike it because it's 4th down.
Interesting.
Wow, good for that guy. He kicked a 40-yard field goal in like 2 seconds on running on the field.
That's funny. What is it? 15-8 now?
15-8. Yeah, 7 point. That's okay. It's still a 1-possession game, technically.
Yeah. But Denver gets the ball at the half, so... Go Broncos! Let's ride!
Oh, it might... Oh, it stopped raining.
Ooh.
I personally would have at least gone on the mediums, because the hards suck in this year's game, but, hey, you know what? We'll see if this pays off.
This might have been a masterstroke. This might have been a masterstroke.
It's still cloudy, so it's going to take a very long time for there to be a dry line to form, I think. But it is EA and Codemasters, so who knows?
Yeah, this might have been a masterstroke by Kane.
You sure like saying masterstroke?
Listen here.
It was so funny the other week.
Let's not go there. We are not revisiting that. Thank you very much. Red arrow is out.
BK lost it around the final turn, and now there's another safety car. No, safety car's in. I'm so confused. I don't know what just happened. BK's letting people by. I think they were getting illegal overtakes.
Yeah, BK got the illegal overtake for sure. Now BK has it to do. This is not good for him.
No end plate. What? I just caught the end of it. I saw a Red Bull sitting there because I was on board with Kane. Well, that's tough.
Oh man, this is BK has damage. BK has no front right end plate.
Well, my predictions have gone to crap. There's always next week.
Yeah, I know, right?
Which I won't, actually, it's not next week, it's the week after, and I won't even be here, so.
Oh, Mr. Kane might have been He might have had the 1,000 IQ play of the season so far here. The track does look like it's drying up. Red Arrow runs wide. Hood Kool-Aid Man on the inside, making the move into P2. All he's got is ASAP Loggy, a second and a half up the road. Nice move by Hood Kool-Aid Man, taking advantage of the mistake of the Aston Martin. And now he's just got the gap to the leader coming through now. It's down to 1.3 in one corner, so Hood Kool-Aid Man has the pace for this. ASAP Loggy setting the fastest lap with a 29.4. That's probably going to topple fairly quickly.
Let's see if Easy 10 and BK go back out on wet tires or dry comp.
Yeah, we'll see. We're actually on board with BK now, and it looks like he is on the hard compound tires.
Easy 10 back on the Inters.
And he's got damage himself, so that's back for P9, P10. Sean Boy for his championship hopes. That's 9 points gained right there, as it looks right now.
I just think Kane came in a bit too soon. Like, I think he's going to lose more time. Yeah, I don't know.
One lap too soon, and actually I didn't even see this for battle for the lead. It's not a battle no longer. Hood Kool-Aid Man does make the overtake on ASAP Loggy, taking over the lead again. There
goes Red Arrow. He hit a death curb.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. The Aston Martin had a great run. Sean Boy right there. Oh, my God. But I think...
on 16, also 16 Apple tires. So
yeah, I think Kane might be the fastest guy on track right now. Red Arrow is coming in. Hood Kool-Aid Man sets the fastest lap at 27.6. The guy that I'm looking forward to seeing what his time is going to be is on screen currently. That's Kane. 27.6 is the current fastest lap, and we will see Kane actually lose time. 31.8. So it might, yeah, as you've already said, DRS is enabled. There you go. Those guys in front. There. Those guys in front with DRS being enabled. I don't know if you want to see that.
Still looks way too wet out there, though, for dry tires.
No, it was 4 seconds a lap slower.
Yeah, like Kane is sliding. Yeah, how long a pit stop here? 20 something?
20 to 25.
Because you got to think, Kane not only is pretty far behind the leader, he's also going to have worn tires whenever the leader pits.
Yeah, that's going to be the major part.
I don't know if the strategy is going to work out, unfortunately. I mean, I hope it does. Trust me. I hope it does. I'm cheering for him, but... Ooh.
Hood Kool-Aid Man is in. ASAP Loggy's coming in as well. Paul's coming in. So the top 4 are coming in now. Gru's in. So yeah, everybody up to Kane is stayed out or are coming in. So Kane is now going to take the lead.
I'm surprised Hood Kool-Aid went on hards, not mediums. Yeah, everybody else is going on mediums.
Uh-oh. That might be the play though too. Hood Kool-Aid Man does come back out into the into P2.
Seems like always the AM3 side gets all the wet to dry.
Yeah, and Kane is relatively quick at the moment. We'll see what ASAP Loggy, Paul, Sean Boy. Red Arrow went onto the hards as well. Gru and BK, well, BK is fighting Giza, that's for P8. BK is on the hard compound tires as well. Gru's on the mediums. Giza, they're fighting for P8, P9. I can't even get there to highlight the tire. Giza's in P9, he's on the hards. Easy 10 is on the medium compound tires. So a little bit of a mixed bag with 17 to go here. And Kane sets a purple sector 1, so his tires are definitely all...
up now.
His, oh, actually, it wasn't a purple sector 1, it was a purple sector 2. As Kane made a mistake coming out of 13 there, by the looks of it. And now turn 14. Let's see what the lap is going to be. It is a 29.0. He is still not faster than Hood Kool-Aid Man. Hood Kool-Aid Man is closing. It's now down to 2 seconds.
For being on the hards, he's zooming.
Yeah, Hood and Kane's got 73% ERS. Hood Kool-Aid Man's got 81, and he's just closing. Sean Boyd's up in the P4 now. Paul is under attack from Red Arrow behind. BK sets the fastest lap with a 27.0. BK has a to-do if he wants to clinch the Drivers' Championship tonight. It might just be a case of damage limitation going into round 15. Yeah, some of these guys. If, honestly, another safety car would benefit Kane greatly, especially if they all pit behind. A set of medium compound tires could go to the end, obviously, from here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that would be a very interesting strat to see what happens. Hood Kool-Aid Man is closing, though. It is only a second now to the leader. And we got ASAP Loggy in P3. He's 6 seconds adrift. He's still holding on to a podium. Kane, ooh, Hood Kool-Aid Man 25.4. Jeez, talk about laying down a hammer. Easy 10 with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
See, is Kool-Aid gonna wait? No, he's gonna go aggressive.
No, he's gonna make the move now.
Well, you better get the heck out of my way, or you're getting. Oh my god!
Kane's fighting it. Kane fought it. Kane got his elbows out. This is gonna get interesting.
Who's gonna say, "Hold my beer first"?
You're hearing a TV in the background because my kid's mom is watching Little House on the Prairie. Oh, Mr. Cam Tizzle. She's an old head at heart. I'm not going to take that away from her.
Good old Little House on the Prairie.
As she's doing something with one finger that she shouldn't be doing because I wasn't saying anything mean or bad or
naughty,
anything.
Naughty!
Oh, don't you dare. This is not Borat. I am not naughty.
You're very naughty, that's Thorn. Naughty.
Listen here. Easy 10 retired. Is that a safety car? Oh my god, it is! It's a safety car!
And they're not gonna, and the leaders aren't gonna have a chance to pit.
Oh my god, no they're not.
Because they passed pit lane.
ASAP Loggy also didn't go in. Sean Boy, what's Sean Boy gonna do? Sean Boy's gonna stay out as well. Sean Boy, no!
Well, that puts his championship to bed.
Take as much time as you like. I know.
Oh my gosh, that was brutal. That was terrible. Red Arrow is already taking advantage of it. He's gonna catch on to the back end of it.
The guys at the back might as well put on a new set of mediums. And
BK is coming in. That's gonna be a set of mediums.
Sean Boy, that's gonna hurt.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is gonna get crazy. We're gonna have 11 laps here by the end of it.
Fourth or fifth safety car?
Fourth now, I believe.
Okay, because I was gonna say there's only 5 allotted per race, so.
Yeah, I think this is the 4th one. So this will be interesting now. Hood Kool-Aid Man, Kane getting his elbows out, saved his race thus far, saved him in the lead. Now let's see what the front 3 decide to do, because ASAP Loggy might stay out.
Yeah, if you're up there now, I'd say you gotta stay out. The problem is Kane, if he pits, he's dead. If he stays out, he's most likely dead because he's on the slower compound and he's got the most used tires of anybody. It's tough. It's tough.
We'll see what Kane decides to do now. He is choosing to stay out. Hood Kool-Aid Man's also choosing to stay out. That's probably the right call. Track like Hungary, you don't want to give up track position unless you absolutely 110% have to. Sean Boy, though, on those medium compound tires is going to be looking to make a move onto ASAP Loggy, potentially into turn 1. Hood Kool-Aid Man's going to be looking every which way possible to get by Kane.
The thing with Sean Boy, though, it's not even going to matter because he's got that drive-through. So it doesn't really matter if he gets by him or not.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. But as it looks right now, it's not going to hurt him too bad because the BK will move up into 7th. Sean Boy would move into 9th, so 6 minus 2 equals 4. And he still would be in the championship fight at the moment, so.
Hanging on to straws.
Hanging
What's
on
the points
to.
difference?
It's 11 going in, I believe it was.
No, how much is BK winning about? Like what?
Hold on. I don't have it pulled up. Go figure. The one time I'm not prepared for a question is the one time I probably should have been. Points difference for them is 62, 64, 62 points.
So as long as BK finishes ahead, he clinches. Because there's only 2 rounds to go.
And 26 and 26 is 52. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So Sean Boy's got to outscore him by 11 points. So
Yeah,
still be
that's what it is. That's what it is, yeah.
Okay. So that really hurt Sean Boy then.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, and safety car got in.
Safety car's in, and Kane.
Hood Kool-Aid is burning.
Oh, Hood Kool-Aid Man's going for it already.
Careful,
He's
Kane.
going in.
He's going to send it.
For into turn 1, sends it into turn 1. Hood Kool-Aid Man takes the lead. Nice move, but the Alpine almost was fighting back there. Let's see if he's got something for turn 2. No, Hood Kool-Aid Man shuts the door. And there's that for you. Hood Kool-Aid Man shutting the door down on Kane's potential re-overtake of the lead. The Ferrari's back out in front. The Alpine runs wide out of 5. Or out of 4 into 5, rather, sorry. ASAP Loggy's holding tight in the 3rd place as well. He's going to hold on tight for that.
BK almost ran right into the back of Red Arrow.
Ooh, Red Arrow getting 3 seconds as well for that. BK is
going to fall all the way back to last.
BK doesn't have wing damage. Interesting. With the drive-through that Sean Boy has to fight through, ASAP Loggy's looking really good for a podium. He has Paul right behind him, and then Red Arrow. So Red Arrow's got to get through the McLaren first. At this point, I think the Alpine and the Ferrari are going to are going to literally just waltz away with it. Red Arrow up in the P4 already makes the move and makes the move. Paul is fighting in on the outside. The Aston Martin gives him the space on the outside.
Going the long way around Giza, and he
doesn't make
it work so far.
Makes it stick into 2. BK is up in the 7th and makes the move stick on Giza. I did read that backwards, by the way, saying that he had outscored by 11. No, it is the other way around. Sean Boy needed to outscore BK by 11. So
BK's going to make a nice pass on Gru here.
Ooh, nice overtake into 6.
Good heads up IQ by Gru there to just let him go and not try and go side by side.
Yeah, that was a nice move. Hood Kool-Aid Man is, by the way, gone.
Yeah, he's not messing around at this point.
Yeah, no, he's just checking out. It's like Hotel California. You can check out anytime he likes, but he's not gonna leave. At least
That's
without the wind.
That's a
At
horse
least-
collar or whatever you call that thing.
Wow, 19.7 on the hard compound tires. Good grief.
AM2. Sorry. It's like I'm coming down with a cough. Oof.
I don't want to hear you trying to drop down the AM2. You're P6 in the AM1 championship.
No,
sir.
I'm not saying me.
I know.
Saying him.
Oh, I know. I know what you're saying. ASAP Loggy runs wide. Red Arrow's going to take advantage of that. Oh, my God.
Oh, that was close.
Red Arrow goes back into the podium places. Nice move by the Aston Martin. ASAP Loggy, his only chance would have been to get by Kane to hold on to the podium. Right now, he's going to have BK right behind him now, too. Good grief. This might turn into ooh, BK mounts the curb at a 7.
Red Arrow does have the freshest tires and is the closest, so
But he's got
think
the
he'll
time
get past
penalty.
Kane pretty easily.
Yeah, but he's got the
Yeah.
time penalty. That's going to hurt him later on. Unless guys around him have a time penalty as well. BK is looking on the inside of 12. Thinks better of
Straight in
it.
the back eye, ASAP.
The one thing about this racetrack, both DRS detection points are off of the 1, and they're just coming into it now, into 14. Hood Cooling Man with a 19.7. Good
Is he even
lord.
burning ERS? Oh, he is. I was going to say, how the heck do you keep getting fastest lap over fastest lap?
Oh, now he's starting to burn a little bit.
BK going for the inside into turn 1. He's in the marbles. He
Makes
makes it.
And he's going to have DRS again going down into turn 2. Red Arrow in the meantime, and the Red Arrow in the meantime does make the overtake in the P2. Kane now is in trouble by BK and the Red Bull behind. This may get very spicy and very interesting between BK and Red Arrow. If BK could get by Kane, that is.
Yeah. Kane's tires are done, I think. He did not need that safety car. Or if he did, he needed for it to
He
not
needed
be
a pit.
right as he was by pit road.
Yeah, he needed a pit. Definitely. Ah, man, that's just brutal for Kane there. Started that safety car in the lead. He's dropped all the way down in the P4. ASAP Loggy is all over the back of the Alpine. The
Red Arrow has
McLaren.
6 seconds, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. That's big too.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's huge actually for Red Arrow. Hood Cooling Man again could just knit a sweater.
He's like, no, I'm good. Well, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, no, he's already got a big enough gap to where he just knit a sweater, take a nap, pull some old grandma driving antics out of the bag and still win. Giza makes the inside move into Paul, in a 1 over Paul. The Haas with a nice overtake into P6. He might be looking to get. Oh, he's got ASAP Loggy, but ASAP Loggy runs deep. Oh my God! Woohoo! ASAP Loggy checked up, ran. I don't know what happened to him in the Alfa Romeo there,
Oh,
but the
that's an
Haas.
interesting. That's a bold move.
Oh, he thought better of it, but he's
Now
gonna.
he's gonna lose another spot.
He's going to lose the spot to Paul back, so drops him back down to P7. The Haas looking pretty racy at the moment, but he just made a miscalculation in where to make the overtake.
Looks like everybody's good on fuel. They've had enough safety cars.
Yeah, they definitely have had enough safety cars. I'm definitely underfueling my car by about 2 laps tomorrow.
That's the only problem, right? But if you don't have any safety cars, then you're completely screwed. So.
I know, that's the only problem I'm going to have. But I know how to lift and coast around this track, so I could probably manage to pull off something. I have a little bit of a strat for tomorrow night that I'm going to be keeping top secret. The only person that's going to potentially know is my teammate.
Tell
If he
me,
could-
since I'm your commentator, buddy.
No, you're in a Mercedes. You're not in a Red Bull. No. And besides, you're an AM1 anyway, and you're faster than me, so you don't need my help.
No. I mean, you are very equal paced.
Good grief. Here we go. Yeah, but there's one thing, Texas, that you need to do that I've been doing lately. Finish races.
Nah, that's overrated.
Hey, I'm happy with my 48 points. It's actually, this is kind of embarrassing to say, but yet kind of not. I've had 2 podiums in COS, and this is the most points I've had in a season.
You almost have more points than me. I think I'm at like 80, 85, something like that.
80, 85, that's half the points there, dude.
Don't be blaming me. I'm not the one who messed.
Not even close. But this battle for P7, actually that battle for P5 as well, right up the road. These
BK
four.
is going for it.
Ooh, that
right on
ran
the
wide.
brakes, and he makes the move.
BK makes the move into
P2. Get the
P2.
DRS to keep it.
BK makes the move into P2. 5.5 seconds to the leader. And that's Hood Kool-Aid Man. Right now, BK is in that position where the AM3 championship is definitely going to be his tonight. And as long as he doesn't bin it with 5.5 laps to go now.
Harder than I thought.
Oh, I knew it would be.
That is
that's for sure.
that is the
There's
key to
ASAP
getting
Bloggy.
points. No kidding, it's the key to getting points.
Yeah, BK is zooming. Oh my. He's gonna come down to the close.
You'll still be teaching here. You'll see the whole
I see my kid's mom bobbling her head. I can't tell what she's listening to because I have headphones in.
Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo doo doo. That's what she's listening to.
I hate myself, do 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 do. Hate myself, do do.
We're gonna get fired, doo 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 doo. Gonna get fired, doo doo doo.
You're fired. You're done.
We talk about more random crap than actual F1.
That's
But
what makes our
That's
booth.
okay.
That's what makes our booth very interesting. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yes, sir. We're the best booth out here. No cap.
Giza, Paul losing it out of 1, losing the position to
No.
Gru and Giza there. That was a very great battle, coming to a very premature end. ASAP Bloggy is still there too.
Coming. He's on a mission now.
It doesn't matter if whatever happens with Sean Boy finishing higher than 9th. BK wins the title. Sean Boy had to outscore. Sean Boy had to outscore BK by 11. I had it flip-flopped. So right now, no matter what, BK right now is in a championship-winning position. Yeah, I kind of jacked that up. My apologies, Mr. Texas. 4 laps to go now at this point, and Hood Kool-Aid Man is... that gap's been cut in half. BK is flying.
It's one thing to catch the car, though. It's another thing to pass.
No, he's got to go and get 2 seconds. Essentially 2 seconds, because DRS is going to get that extra second.
And it's gonna be close. Hood Kool-Aid Man, I think, just saving some ERS, but now.
He's got half. He's got about half. BK is pushing though. That's the thing.
Hey, Sean Boy's finally caught back up to the field, so that's good.
Yes, Sean Boy has had some genuine pace around here, catching up to the back of the field after a drive-through penalty.
Ooh, BK.
Ooh, that was a little bit of a snap. That was a little bit of a snap, but he's already cut that down to over a half a second in that 2 sectors of the track here. And this time by it will be 3 to go.
Look at the beautiful weather.
The beautiful weather in the water park that it's not raining at anymore.
I hate this turn. The second to last one.
Turn
So
13.
bad there.
Turn 13. You have to. I laid apex it. Like I don't go along that wall. Along the. And there. ASAP Bloggy. No, it's too late for a safety car, I think. And yeah, it's not going to bring out anything.
Apex, LOL.
Wow.
I don't know what that is, because I don't hit them. I wish I could.
Yeah, you're joking, Deathstorm. Yeah, Apex fun. Oh, BK, it's now under 2 seconds, dude.
He's coming. He needs that draft.
Da-da,
Yeah, Hood Kool-Aid's still just saving the RS.
I mean, that's probably the smart thing to do, knowing that the lead is there.
Gotta say, good job by BK. Good recovery here.
Great recovery. He was in P10 on that last restart, and all the way up to...
Well, P9, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, effectively. But all the way back to the second and a little over a second and a half to the leader is one heck of a flippin' recovery drive. And it's not only just the recovery drive, it's a championship winning recovery drive. BK is 2 laps away from being the only AM3 two-time champion.
It could have been an AM3 champion.
The first season 9 was Porridge Power. Season 10 was Tin Man the Rowdy. Season 11 was Mr. BK, and it looks like, barring a miracle, Season 12 will also be Mr. BK. And Red Bull will be, well, Red Bull obviously has the constructors. This helps out the overall constructors as well at the end of the day. And we got, oh. And if you could win, it'll be the cherry on top. Well, we might have a little battle brewing on our hands here. The only difference is the ERS part of it, where Hood Kool-Aid Man has been saving and BK has been draining it, and the gap is under a half a second now.
Major Tom, he is there. Major Tom, he is there.
Houston, we have a race. Houston, final lap here in the Hungaroring. Hood Kool-Aid Man coming around turn 14 for the penultimate time to start the final lap. This is going to get very interesting. Into turn 1, he's just going to burn the ERS. BK has the ERS assistance. BK is going to the outside. Hood Kool-Aid Man declares the inside. Hood Kool-Aid Man and BK going into 1. BK is going to have it, and he takes the lead going into 2. Hood Kool-Aid Man was looking to fight back. Does not make the overtake. BK using what's left of his ERS
Good
now.
Kool-Aid, you got your overtake on still. I'd turn that off. You're going to get way too
Oh
loose.
my god, turn 4. Oh, they ran a little wide there. Good grief, what a move by BK. Topping off his comeback drive with a race-winning move. All he's got to do now is just hold him off. I think he's going to be able to do it. Oh, what a move by BK. Going in through
Red
center.
Arrow's going to get the podium after all those time penalties. Oh, well, that's how you throw away a race.
Oh no, Hood Kool-Aid Man just putting the cherry on the top there. The piece de resistance as BK rounds out turn 13. He is coming around turn 14 now. BK, your two-time AM3 champion, it is now official, wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Hood Kool-Aid Man finishes P2. Red Arrow is going to be back onto the podium, finishing in P3. Nice drive by all 3 of the podium. Hood Kool-Aid Man just, I don't know. I thought he had it, honestly. BK, I thought, drained too much of the ERS to hold off the Ferrari, but apparently not. Kane with a good drive, finishing P4. Giza in the top 5 as well. So nice drive by the Haas. We'll go through the final results in a minute. But yes, the storyline here tonight, driver of the day, BK, not surprised. Again, AM3 two-time champion now. Has been confirmed, so congratulations, sir.
I don't want to hear about that.
Told you he was going to win.
Ironically enough, I think, well, I had Red Arrow, but you had, well, I had BK Red Arrow, so technically we both had 2 on the podium.
I believe in my guy.
But yeah, AM3 championship now done and dusted with 2 rounds to go. BK winning the Hungarian Grand Prix. Hood Kool-Aid Man P2. Red Arrow P3. Kane P4, Giza 5th, Gru 6th, Sean Boy 7th, Paul 8th, ASAP Loggy 9th, Easy 10 finishing in 10th. Unfortunately, did not get any points for that. So Easy 10 in 10th, Gustavo in 11th, with Jay in 12th, CB Delta 13th, and Electric Entree rounding out the field tonight in 14th, with the latter 5 unfortunately departing from the race. Your thoughts, Mr. B. Scholes?
I just have one thought, and it is this.
Oh, man. Copyright. Gotta be careful.
Let's go! No bias or anything, but
Gotta be
I am proud of BK for getting that championship, for getting the win. What a drive.
Mr.
Oh my gosh, that's loud.
Mr. BK, maybe, potential interview on PSN? Question mark? Let's see if I could get him into the, party here, invite player. So we'll go blue for a second here.
Copyright's fake anyways.
Oh, wow.
Aren't the anthems copyrighted?
I
can't be, right?
believe they are.
That's crazy if they are. That's a bit of a scam.
BK, if you wanna come in for an interview, sir, I'll give you a second.
Sarah, isn't there something that I could do?
I don't know. Is there something you can do?
I'm looking to see if I could invite him on PSN. So if he pops on a PSN real quick, I can get him.
The paper will consist of news stories and the weather.
Hey.
So you see,
The weather?
Hey.
But I can do the weather.
it's really not that
Please. Oh, I can
Just a tad.
forecast.
I don't know if I could get BK on the. So she turns it off. That I was not expecting. Let's see if I can get BK in. If I can't, we'll just go with our closing remarks. It's not a big deal. But yeah, my thoughts on the race. That was a pretty chaotic race. Wet to dry usually always is. And BK absolutely just showing up at the very end when all the cards are down. And who I thought had everything to play for going into that last safety car restart ended up being the big loser out of it. BK showing the pace in the Red Bull. Let's see if I could get him one more time. And yeah, it's not gonna show up for me. Oh, crud.
Yeah, I don't think he's on.
All right. Well, with that being
He
said,
doesn't want to talk to us.
no. Oh, wait, hold on. PSN. Maybe I could get him in.
Oh, I see his PSN, but he's not actually on.
He actually just DM'd me now, so just bear with me for 2 seconds.
Okay. I'll talk to chat. Hi, chat.
Hi, chat. Let's see.
Buffalo's about to score.
No, I don't want the Buffalo Bills to score. Well, I mean, I do, but I don't. All right, we got.
Good drive by Red Arrow, by the way. It was still
Yeah.
P3 after those time penalties. Deserves some recognition.
See if we can get somebody else in here too. Actually,
I think you're gonna have a bad fancy night, by the way.
I already know I'm gonna have a bad fantasy night, and I don't have Hood Kool-Aid Man, by the way.
Oh, I don't think I do either, to be 100% honest with you.
I have him on EA. I don't have him on
Friend
PSN.
request.
Okay. Well, I don't have him on PSN, so I am not gonna be able to do that, Mr. BK, sir. But I figured get this out of the way. Congratulations, sir, clinching the AM3 championship here tonight in the Hungary ring. As I've already mentioned, you are the only two-time AM3 champion, Porridge Power, Tin Man, and you. So congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
I know Mr. Ben over there is screaming "Oh Canada" at the top of his lungs very silently at the moment.
Sir. Gotta show out for the country.
But tell me about that last safety car restart. You ended up in the back, and then you had Sean Boyd take the drive-through. That charge through the field was pretty legendary, and I know you got caught up in a little bit of a kerfluffle. Take me through that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened behind that safety car, man. I just ended up in the wall and spun around, and yeah, I thought it was pretty much over then. But luckily, everybody still had to pit to go on to the dry, so I just did it a little bit earlier, and yeah. And then the next one, I also almost collected red arrow. I don't know. It looked like he was gonna give me a little bit more of a gap, but then obviously it wasn't there, and I was like, I need to not hit you right now, so I opted to go onto the grass. And yeah, I thought it was pretty much over by then, and then I think it wasn't until like the last 3 laps where I was like, oh my god, like might be able to get him. So it was a pretty crazy race overall, and I'm totally shocked to have won that one. And yeah, obviously Sean Boyd in the drive-through, just flat out unfortunate. I think it was a glitch that happened to him. He said he was going around the corner and it was green, and then it flashed to red, and then it said follow the safety car, and then it gave him the drive-through. So I don't know what happened there. You have to love EA.
Yeah, EA is always fun. But no, I honestly thought, and I doubted you once you got up to Red Arrow, because not Red Arrow, Hood Kool-Aid Man rather, because I saw his ERS was significantly larger than yours, and I figured he was going to have enough to battle you. Apparently he did not, and you were able to hold him back. So nice comeback drive, going from front to back and then back to the front again, clinching the AM3 title and winning the race in the process. You kind of had the whole Grand Slam in one race.
Oh man, I wish it was as easy as a Grand Slam was, but yeah, I had to work for it. But yeah, just a crazy season overall. I mean, last season we didn't have too many people competing all the time, and all that stuff going down. So it was nice to see all the big grids this season, and just a lot more competition. And yeah, just switching from having some TC and ABS to no ABS and no TC this season. So to do the championship again without assists feels a lot better for sure. But I just want to thank all the other guys who made the season what it was, and hopefully we put on a show for these last 2 races now that everything's all done.
Yes, Qatar after the break in 2 weeks, and then rounding out the season in Spa. Mr. Scholze, you have any questions for our AM3 champion?
I don't have any questions. I'm just saying he's the best racer here. So, do you want me to add Hood Kool-Aid, by the way? I have.
If you have
sent
him.
him an invite. I don't know if he caught it or what, but
If you have
no,
him.
all I have to say is great job making Canada proud.
dude,
I would have
thanks.
given you a run for your money, but but it is what it is.
Next season, Schultz
Yeah.
with BK.
Yes,
The
sir.
AM4 championship.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying.
AM4 championship. Let's be honest here. Out of the 3 of us, the one that's likely to go to AM4 is yours truly.
I don't know, that Vegas race is different. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens next season.
I still can't believe it. Oh, hey, we got him. Okay. Mr. Hood Kool-Aid Man does join us in the booth, and I have one question for you. How on earth did you let BK get to you and overtake you on that final lap?
Honestly, just simple mistakes. I should have stayed high and let him get that inside, but instead let him get the right line. I'll put it like that.
Oh, the outside inside switchback move.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, you were pretty dominant for the most part of that race, and then just that apparently just that lapse in execution, unfortunately, was your downfall. But I do want to commend you on a successful season. This is your debut season here in AM3 and Contest of Speed. It was a partial one. I would have loved to have seen you two battle for an entire season and see what had happened.
Definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, no, congratulations on your plethora of podiums. This is, I think, the second time I got to talk to you this season. But Mr. Schulze, you have any questions for Hood Kool-Aid or?
I don't think so. I'm just gonna say great season.
All right. With that being said, for Hood Kool-Aid Man, for Mr. BK, for Mr. Schulze, and for the rest of AM3, we will see you guys in 2 weeks as we are at the Qatar circuit, new on the calendar for this season. And then the week after, we will be ending our season at Spa. For the rest of this week of Contest of Speed, we have EU3 tomorrow afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central European, 9 p.m. UK, and then AM2 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, and I believe that is 2 and 3 over in the UK in the morning. So that is tomorrow. The action on Contest of Speed. Until we see you in 2 weeks in Qatar, I am Deathstorm. Everybody be safe, be well, and we'll talk to you soon.